What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Tastemaker's Palette, back at it again with another review. Hope that you are all well. Bringing you another sneaker review. Been kind of in my Asics bag and Asics New Balance bag, and wanted to bring something foundational in terms of the Asics brand. If you have not checked out my other Asics reviews, the GT 2160 and Gel 1130, please check those out. But during those reviews, I mentioned kind of my personal history with Asics and when I was first introduced to Asics, when I started wearing them. And I say my first pair was probably around maybe 2000, somewhere in that time frame. And they'd always been on the radar, but that was probably around the first time where I felt that their aesthetic fit into my style, where I would actually pull a trigger and grab a pair. And the very first pair that I bought was the Gel 3, Asics Gel 3 OG, right? After that, I picked up a couple of pair of like the flatter Onitsu Tigers. I don't know what the model was. I have to do some research and bring that back up. Those were pretty cool. They were like a flat, plain sneaker, almost like an Adidas Samba or something like that. But the Gel 3 OG was more kind of like what I was used to at the time, like the track running jogger. It kind of reminds me silhouette wise of maybe like an Air Max 1 without a bubble. But the very unique thing about it was the tongue. It had this kind of split tongue type thing. And the funny thing is, when I think about Asics, I think about Japanese kind of style and things like that, and the tongue kind of fit what I imagine that aesthetic to be. So pretty dope. So I picked up a pair and I'm gonna review them with you today. And let's take a look. I've been carousing the Asics site, and I ran across these. They were the very last pair, and they just so happened to have a pair in my size, and they were on sale. So here we have it, the Asics 3 OG, Gel 3 OG. This is kind of a really exaggerated colorway. This kind of metallic silver and pink and gray with the white. You can find them in like, there's like so many different colorways. Some are a little bit more laid back than this. This is definitely a more standout pair. But a dope look, like with a plain gray jogging suit, or there's a ton of different ways to flip this. Jeans and a sweatshirt, or whatever the case may be. Jeans and a button up, just kind of that classic jogger. The Gel 3 OG, I think it was originally released in 1990. So you see that plain style here. Just to get into some of the details, it's mostly mesh with some synthetic leather overlays throughout. There's the synthetic leather overlay that surrounds the eyelets, and then there's a little bit of suede, like a very small amount of suede here. Then you have the Asics sign and this synthetic silver overlay with a pink kind of highlight in the middle. Then there's this kind of metallic material on the heel cup. You have your Gel Lyte branding here. So standard sole, that old school kind of running shoe traction on the bottom. That same kind of metallic gray silverish overlay in the front with some design there. Very nice. But what I was mentioning in terms of that tongue there, you see that split tongue. It doesn't have the normal tongue that you pull out. It's just this kind of split type deal here. And I really like that. The only thing about it is that and you'll see when I try it on, is that it's so hard to get it to close flush. So some of the sock is sometimes exposed. That's that's a first world problem there. I mean, it's not a major issue, but it does kind of get on my nerves. I would like for it to kind of look exactly like it looks here on my foot, but it winds up looking a little bit like that sometimes, and that bothers me just a little bit. But this is a wonderful, wonderful shoe to have in your collection. I think they retail for around like $100 or so. I picked this pair up for $40. They were $39.95 on the Asics site, but again, it was the very last pair, one pair left in my size. So I just went ahead and picked them up and grabbed them. I said it would be a great shoe to have, on deck in the collection, just to pull out a crispy pair of runners, and also a dope shoe to review. It deserves its spot in history in the Asics lineup. This is one of the trailblazing shoes that I remember seeing a lot of people wear going way back in the day when Asics was really, really popular. So shout out to this Gel Lyte 3 OG. So yeah, I'll go ahead and try them on so you guys get a feel of what they look like on foot. I know I'm going in with the Asics. I actually, there's a couple of other ones that I have I feel like I almost have to pick up. There's the Gel NYC, and then there's the Cayano 14s. So as I pick those up, you'll see the review for those. So stay tuned. What I'm noticing here is that in order to get the tongue kind of flush like I was mentioning, the secret might be to just wear a thin pair of socks. So that's what I'm seeing here, because I threw them on the other day and they were flush, and I had on my work socks, which are just like some thin business kind of socks, you know what I mean? So now I've got on a pair of athletic socks, and it's not closing like it closed before. So giving me a little bit of OCD anxiety, but no sweat. Figure it out. I'm trying to avoid tying them up super tight like straight jacket shoes. All right. Don't want to choke the feet up. All right, so let's take a look and see what they look like on foot. I'll bring you down. Excuse the floor. But this is what we got here. And yeah, man, just a really, really dope pair of shoes. Another thing to consider in terms of the way the tongue fits, if you're the type of person that likes to have the bottom of your pants or the cuff of your pants sit behind the tongue, you won't get that. You won't be able to accomplish that look. So these are kind of ideal for the athletic joggers with the cuffed ankles. I'm seeing a lot of baggy joggers with wide bottoms. Those will be a good look too, because those will kind of sit over the front of the shoe. But if you have just that kind of that perfect opening at the bottom of the cuff, and you want to sit your jeans behind the tongue, that'll be hard to do with these. But this is what these look like, man. You guys let me know what you think. I think these are a really, really dope look. Shout out to Asics. He's, there for giving us something alternative to rock with, aside from just the same old Nike or the New Balance Crave that everybody seems to be on now. So let me know what you guys think. Like, comment, subscribe, comment, like. Tastemaker's Palette. I'm bringing you all of my pickups. Till the next time, Tastemaker's Palette. We're out.